This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Max and Mia podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. It's so great to have you all here with us today.
Today's episode is going to be super useful, so make sure you've got your notebooks ready or just sit back and enjoy if that's more your style.
Before we jump in, Max, I've got a quick question for you. Do you actually enjoy going shopping, or is it more of a get in, get out kind of thing for you?
Honestly, I'm a get in, get out guy all the way. What about you?
I could spend hours just browsing, even if I don't end up buying anything.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Well, whether you love it or hate it, shopping is something we all do, right? From buying online to walking into a physical store to grabbing groceries for the week.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to teach you essential vocabulary, but not the basic stuff you already know. We're talking real vocabulary, the way native speakers actually talk.
This is going to come in handy in so many situations. Maybe you're traveling to an English-speaking country, or literally anywhere in the world since English has become such a universal language.
Or maybe you're planning to move to an English-speaking country, and you'll need this at the airport, in stores, pretty much everywhere.
This is definitely one of those episodes that can take your English to the next level.
So, are you ready?
Let's get into it.
So, let's start with something almost nobody talks about, and that's everything that happens before you actually buy something.
Oh, I love this topic. Because honestly, there's a whole process before you even get to the checkout.
Right, like sometimes you're not even planning to buy anything. You're just out there window shopping. And for anyone who doesn't know that word, it means walking around the mall or the stores, looking at things without any real intention to buy.
Exactly. And that's when this next phrase comes in handy. I'm just looking, thanks. You say that when a salesperson asks if you need help, and you basically want to let them know you're not there to buy, you're just checking things out.
Such a useful one. Now on the total opposite side, we've got impulse buying. That's when you go in for one specific thing, and suddenly you're at the register with 5 items you never even planned on getting.
Guilty. I go in for toothpaste and come out with a new pair of sneakers. That's impulse buying in action right there.
That's so real, though. And then there's another type of shopper, the ones who are all about bargain hunting. That means actively searching for the best deals, comparing prices between stores, and waiting for that perfect sale before buying anything.
Which honestly takes some real planning. Checking your budget, looking up promotions online, maybe even making a list so you don't overspend.
So true. There's a lot that goes on in our heads before we even step into a store or open an app.
All right, speaking of planning ahead, let's jump into our first conversation of the day.
In this one, we'll hear 2 friends chatting about some shopping they've got coming up.
Pay close attention to how natural they sound and the expressions they use. There's a lot to pick up here.
Ready?
Let's listen in.
Hey Megan, so I was thinking we should probably start planning our shopping trip for next week.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. What exactly do we need to get again?
Mostly groceries, but I also need some new clothes. My old jacket is falling apart, like literally falling apart.
Okay, that's fair. But we've got to be careful with the budget this time. Last month, we kind of went overboard.
Yeah, I know. I think I splurged way too much on stuff I didn't even need.
Same here, honestly. So maybe we should set aside like $100 each and just stick to it?
That works for me. I don't want to break the bank over a jacket.
Exactly. Oh, wait, actually, I came across a really good promotion the other day. That clothing store downtown, the one we always go to,
Oh yeah, what's the deal?
they're offering 30% off if you buy 2 or more items. I figured that could be perfect timing for your jacket situation.
Ooh, nice. That's actually a great find. Did you sign up for their newsletter or something?
Yeah, I did that a while back, mostly just to keep an eye out for deals like this one.
Smart move. Honestly, I never think to do that, and then I miss out on stuff like this.
You've got to stay on top of it. Anyway, what about groceries? Do you want to make a list beforehand so we don't overspend?
Definitely. Last time we just wandered around the store with no plan, and we ended up throwing in like 10 things we didn't need.
Guilty. I think I bought 3 bags of chips for no reason.
See, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, let's write it down this time. Basics, some fruit, and whatever's on sale that week.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, and speaking of sales, have you checked if the supermarket has any weekly promotions going on?
Not yet, but I'll look into it tonight. I feel like they usually have something worth grabbing.
Cool. And hey, if we manage to save some money on groceries, maybe we can treat ourselves to something small after.
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
I figured that'd get your attention. But seriously, let's try to cut back on the little extra purchases this time. You know, the stuff we grab just because it's there.
Agreed. I think if we stick to the list and actually use that discount at the clothing store, we should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I think so too. It's honestly worth it to plan ahead instead of just winging it every time.
For sure. All right, so it's settled then. Groceries with a list and the clothing store for that 30% off deal.
Perfect. I'll text you when I'm free next week so we can go together.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for finding that promotion, by the way. You might have just saved my jacket situation.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, that was such a great conversation. Luca and Megan sounded so natural, right?
Totally. And there were some really useful expressions in there. Let's break down a few of them.
Let's start with keep an eye out for. Megan used that one when she was talking about the newsletter, remember?
Right. She said she signed up for it to keep an eye out for deals. Basically, that means to stay alert and watch for something so you don't miss it when it happens.
Exactly. So if you're keeping an eye out for a sale, you're constantly checking, waiting for that opportunity to show up.
Such a handy phrase for shopping, honestly. Next one, treat ourselves. Megan mentioned that too, about treating themselves after saving money on groceries.
Yeah, that one's pretty simple, but so useful. It means to buy or do something nice for yourself, usually as a little reward.
Like after a long week, you might say, I'm going to treat myself to a nice dinner. It's that small indulgence you allow yourself.
Love that one. And finally, splurge. Luca used it early on, talking about how much he spent last month.
Right, splurging means spending more money than you probably should, usually on something you don't really need but really want.
It's kind of the fancier cousin of impulse buying, honestly. Same idea, spending on impulse, but splurge tends to sound a bit bigger, a bit more indulgent.
Great way to put it. All right, those are some solid expressions to add to your vocabulary.
So here's something interesting. Whenever we prepare for shopping, we usually focus on just one type of situation.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. We practice how to talk to the employee at the store, right? Which is definitely useful.
For sure. But we often forget about another kind of conversation, the one we have with a friend, a family member, or our partner while we're actually shopping together.
Those moments when you're debating what to buy, comparing prices, arguing a little about whose favorite brand is better.
Exactly that. So, in this next conversation, we're going to hear a very typical scene, one that happens in grocery stores everywhere.
We'll be listening to a couple doing their monthly grocery shopping together.
Pay attention to how they communicate, how they make decisions together, and the kind of language they use along the way.
Ready?
Let's dive in.
Okay, so we've got the list, we've got the cart. Let's get this done before the store gets too crowded.
You say that every time, and we always end up staying here for like an hour anyway.
Not this time. I'm determined. All right, first thing, we're completely out of coffee.
Oh, don't remind me. I almost had a breakdown this morning when I realized we'd run out of it.
I remember you texted me in all caps.
Fair enough. Okay, let's grab a big bag this time so we don't run into that problem again anytime soon.
Good call. Let's stock up. All right, moving on, we need rice, pasta, and something for lunches this week.
Can we go for that brand of pasta you like? I know it's a little pricier, but it's actually worth it.
Fine by me, as long as we make up for it somewhere else. What's next on the list?
Vegetables. We should probably load up on those. We barely touched any last month.
True, they just sat in the fridge until they went bad.
Exactly. So this time, let's only get what we'll actually use. No more buying stuff just because it looks fresh.
Deal. Oh, hang on, isn't this the cereal you wanted, the one that was on sale?
Oh yes, let's grab 2 boxes. It's a really good deal, and it doesn't go bad quickly anyway.
Smart thinking. Okay, what about snacks? Do we really need any this month?
Do we need them? No. Do we want them? Absolutely.
Fair point. Let's just keep it to 1 bag, though. We're trying to keep it under budget, remember?
Right. Okay, let's settle on just this one. It's on the smaller side anyway.
Perfect. Now, meat and eggs. That's probably going to be the biggest chunk of the bill.
Yeah, prices have gone up so much lately. Should we go for the family pack instead? It usually works out cheaper in the end.
Good idea. Let's do that. We can freeze whatever we don't use right away.
Smart. Okay, what's left on the list?
Just cleaning supplies. And we're almost out of laundry detergent too.
Add it to the cart. All right, I think that's everything. Should we do a quick total before we check out?
Good thinking. Let's see how close we are to the budget.
Okay, we're actually pretty close. We might go just a little over.
That's honestly not bad at all, considering everything we picked up.
True, and at least we didn't just throw random stuff in the cart like usual.
That's a first for us, honestly.
Right? I'm kind of proud of us.
All right, let's go check out before we somehow end up adding more stuff.
Deal. Let's go before I spot that chocolate aisle.
Too late, we're already walking past it.
Oh no.
Okay, that conversation felt so real. Ryan and Claire sound exactly like a couple trying to stick to a budget.
Right? And there was some great vocabulary in there too. Let's start with run out of. Claire used that one about the coffee.
Yeah, she said they'd run out of coffee, meaning they had none left. It was completely gone.
Exactly. So if you run out of something, you don't have any more of it, and you need to get more as soon as possible.
Super common phrase, honestly. You'll hear it constantly in everyday conversations.
Next up, stock up. Ryan mentioned that when they were talking about buying a big bag of coffee.
Right. To stock up on something means to buy a large amount of it, usually so you have enough for a while and don't run out again soon.
Makes sense with the coffee example. They clearly learned their lesson.
Definitely. And last one, settle on. Claire used that when they were deciding on the snacks.
Right. To settle on something means to finally decide or agree on one option, usually after considering a few choices.
So instead of going back and forth forever, you just settle on one thing and move forward.
Perfect way to put it. All right, 3 more great expressions added to the list.
All right, for our last conversation of the day, we're moving into a topic that's honestly a lot of fun. Discounts, sales, and bargaining.
Ooh, this one's interesting. So let's talk about that last word for a second, bargaining. Does everyone know what that actually means?
Good point. Bargaining basically means negotiating the price of something with the seller, trying to get it for less than what's originally being asked.
Exactly. Like when you're at a market and you ask, "Can you do any better on the price?" That's bargaining in action.
Now here's something really important though. This is one of those things that changes a lot depending on where you are in the world.
Absolutely. In some countries, bargaining is completely normal, even expected. People do it all the time at markets, small shops, even sometimes with services.
But in other places, it's actually seen as rude or inappropriate, especially in bigger stores or more formal settings.
So it's definitely worth doing a little research before you try bargaining somewhere new. What works perfectly in one country might come across as disrespectful in another.
Great point. So just keep that in mind as we head into this next conversation, because we'll be hearing exactly how this plays out.
Let's get into it.
Good afternoon. Feel free to look around. Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Thank you. Actually, I love this little wooden elephant. How much is it?
That one's $15. It's handmade. All the details are carved by hand.
Wow, it's beautiful. What about this bracelet next to it?
That's $8. And if you buy two, I can do them both for $12.
Oh, that's a good deal, actually. I might grab a couple for my sisters back home.
Perfect. They make great gifts. Is there anything else you're looking for?
Actually, yeah, I saw some postcards outside. How much are those going for?
$1 each, or 6 for $5 if you want a bunch.
Okay, that's definitely convincing me to buy more than I planned.
That's the idea. Now, back to the elephant. Would you like that one, or were you just browsing?
I do want it, but is there any chance you could knock a little off the price? Maybe if I get the bracelets too?
Let's see. If you take the elephant and 2 bracelets, I could do the whole thing for $30 instead of $35.
That sounds fair to me. Could you maybe throw in one of those postcards too?
You're good at this. All right, I'll add one in just because I like your energy.
I appreciate that. You've got some great pieces here, by the way. Did you make all of these yourself?
Some of them, yes. Others come from local artisans I work with around the city.
That's amazing. I love supporting stuff like that when I travel.
It really means a lot, honestly. Tourists like you keep a lot of these small shops running.
Well, I'm happy to help then. Okay, so we settled on $30 for everything?
$30, and I'm throwing in the postcard for free. Deal?
Deal. Thank you so much. This has been such a nice stop on my trip.
Anytime. Enjoy the rest of your trip and come back if you need anything else before you leave.
I definitely will. Thanks again.
Okay, I loved that one. Isabel and David sounded so natural together.
Right? And that's exactly how a lot of these interactions actually go. It's not always intense negotiating, sometimes it's just friendly back and forth.
Exactly. Let's start with knock a little off the price. David used that one when he was asking about the elephant.
Right? That basically means asking someone to lower the price a bit, to reduce it just slightly.
So it's a nice, polite way to ask for a discount without sounding too pushy about it.
Definitely a phrase worth remembering. Now, throw in. Isabel used that one when she added the free postcard.
Right, to throw something in means to add an extra item for free, usually as part of a deal you already agreed on.
So instead of lowering the price even more, sometimes the seller just adds a little bonus item instead.
Such a useful phrase, whether you're the one asking or the one offering.
Great additions to the list. All right, before we wrap up today, we wanted to touch on something a bit different.
So as we mentioned earlier with bargaining, shopping culture really does change a lot depending on where you are in the world.
It really does. Take tipping, for example. In some countries, tipping is basically expected everywhere. Restaurants, taxis, even sometimes small shops.
While in other places, tipping isn't really part of the culture at all, and it might even come across as a bit strange or unnecessary.
Then there's return policies. In some countries, you can return almost anything, no questions asked, and get your money back without any hassle.
But in other places, once you buy something, that's it. No returns, no refunds. So you've really got to be sure before you commit.
And of course, we can't forget about Black Friday. In some countries, it's this massive shopping event. Huge lines, crazy discounts, people planning their whole day around it.
While in other parts of the world, it's barely even recognized, or it's a much smaller, quieter thing.
So it's always worth learning a bit about the culture wherever you're headed, whether it's for a trip or a permanent move.
Definitely makes the whole experience smoother, and honestly, way more interesting too.
All right, everyone. That wraps up today's episode.
We really hope you picked up some useful vocabulary and maybe even learned something new about shopping culture around the world.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like it and share it with someone who's also learning English.
Actually, share it with 3 friends who are learning English. It really helps them out. And it helps us out too.
And don't forget to join our YouTube community. We'll leave the link right there in the description.
We post more content like this over there, so it's a great place to keep practicing.
Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate you being here.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.